Welcome back, everybody, once again to the Switch Sports Golf Challenge Series. It is now day 23 of trying to make those 10 eagles through the standard 18 holes of Nintendo Switch Sports Golf. As always, it's a random seed run, which is why I start the video on that sports selection menu, and we just queue up a random condition first hole. And we see actually some pretty favorable conditions here at the start. The back left pin isn't my favorite, but it's not too bad, and we see some wind that's not going to be, pushing this left or right at all. So by the time we're up here on the second shot, it should be pretty purely headwind, or tailwind, I should say. Yeah, it's just pushing straight ahead. We just have to adjust this barely out to the right, and make sure we just hit it with the proper power to get it back there. Right around there, I feel like should be pretty good. Give it a couple good bounces and hopefully a nice rollout. Let's see if we can make this one. Okay, it's on its way, and that looks like it's the proper power. That should take a nice couple bounces, a little roll, and we'll sink it perfectly on that back pin with some easier wind. A nice start to this round. Let's move on to hole 2 and see if we can keep this thing rolling. We always see that middle pin, that middle left pin, and from here on out, as long as I continue to play well and not just make, bad shots, we should be seeing the consistent pins that are, a little more predictable, a little more doable. So let's think about how we want to do this one. Do I want to roll the spoon down there at this? I think I may. I'm just not super comfortable with the 5-iron with these types of crosswinds yet. The adjustment, I mean, it's doable, but I'm trying to make it, and I think I have a better chance of making it if I roll it down there with the spoon. So let's do that. We'll adjust it to there. We'll hit it with the power that feels right. This is the way that I used to do it, and I feel like we've made this similar type of shot a number of times. Right about there in terms of power should be good. Let's give this one a chance. Okay, that looks promising if it hits the fringe on the second bounce. It'll hit the green, actually, and it'll roll up. Oh, and we'll sink it anyway. It rolls strongly, and it makes it. I mean, like I said before I hit the shot, that was going to take some luck. I thought I had a better chance of getting lucky with the spoon than with the 5-iron. We sink it nicely through some tougher crosswind, and we'll move on to hole 3 with 2 eagles on the scorecard so far. A good start to this round. Not the easiest of conditions that we did it on, and now we'll be rewarded here with some easier conditions. Hole 3, 0 wind. Don't mind if I do. Let's hit this one up there. Standard first 2 shots. Don't do anything too crazy. Put this to about 25 yards or so for that third chip, and that should be pretty straightforward. Let's make it happen. So we've got that spot in the fairway where we always end up for the most part, maybe slightly off here and there, but it really matters where we end up for this third shot. So we're just going to be safely left of that right tree. We'll hit the fairway, we'll bounce up, and we won't launch. I thought we might have had a chance of launching there, which would have been a bit of a problem, but we end up 26 yards away, which is a totally fine distance. So we'll aim it out to there. We'll hit it with some pin high power. Make sure we don't curve it. That should be good. Let's give this thing a chance. Okay, no curve. That looked perfect. That should roll back, and we'll sink it nicely for our 3rd eagle in a row to begin this round. That one is huge. Let's move on to hole 4 and see if we can get some, nicer winds on the stretch of this front 9 where it can get more difficult. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It's going to be 11 miles an hour. Not bad, but not the easiest either. Okay, we're going to take the 3-iron. We're going to aim it out to about there. I don't think this should get pushed too far to the right, but it's going to get pushed a little bit. Let's try that. We'll hit it with about a little over that 3rd dot of power, right around there. Let's see. Okay, that felt like the perfect shot. It's going to be on a nice looking line, actually, if that kicks just a little right. It's going to bite hard, and it's not going to make it all the way back down and fall. It was just a little too far to the left. And, I mean, with the downwind aspect of it, the bite doesn't usually, or the spin doesn't usually bite as hard. So, just a near miss there through some, lighter moderate winds. 11 miles an hour is maximum on the first 3 holes, but 22 is maximum. So 11 becomes kind of nice in terms of, how hard it can be on the middle stretch of this front 9. Ooh, and we see some very favorable conditions here on hole 5. This is great to see. 13 miles an hour pushing straight ahead. Makes this green reachable in 2. And it's not an easy putt, but it's puttable, and that's always preferable compared to trying to chip it up there. So we can put this hopefully to about like 30 feet or so, if I had to guess. I don't think I clipped that tree at all, which is lucky. But we can put this up there. 2 maximum drives.
Nice shot.
And that should end up nicely in line with the pin. Ooh, are we going to roll like all the way to the back of the green? That's pretty big. Okay. We've got a little 18-footer, so a little closer than I thought we could be, and it's just up that hill for the eagle. A nice eagle putt on hole 5, which I feel like we haven't seen in a while. But, you know, we'll take it. We'll hit it with the proper power to get it up there. We definitely don't want to leave this short. That's for sure. We'll hit it up there. We'll sink the eagle, no problem, on hole 5 with some nice, lucky tailwind. We put it on the green. And we've got eagle number 4 on the scorecard now. Let's move on to hole 6 and see what kind of winds we're going to be dealing with. Not the best. 15 miles an hour in a tougher direction. We're going to have to get lucky with the tree strat. I mean, that's just the way this one's going to go. So we'll just send that out there. Oh, did I clip that tree a little bit? I may have. We'll end up actually missing that second tree, though. So the way that that flew was very strange. We end up in a great spot, though. Unfortunately, we can't use the 3-iron because it just doesn't reach. The spoon rolls out a lot nicer than the 3-iron. The 3-iron just bounces like crazy. So the spoon rolls up there quite nicely. We'll use that. We'll aim it a good amount out to the left. And this one's kind of a guess, but we'll send one down there with an educated guess of the distance. I'm going to say right around there. Should at least get this down there and give it a shot. Let's see. Okay, I think that was pretty good. It's going to get blown too far right, though, which is unfortunate. We're going to take, you know, a couple of bounces, roll it 40 feet by, because that's the way this hole goes when you miss it, when you have to roll it up there. 32 feet, not too bad, actually. So a tougher birdie putt. We just had to try to get lucky with the guess of the wind there. Didn't quite get it right. We'll have to hit this one up there. Once again, carefully, because it's a, you know, very uphill shot. But the eagle was a bit out of the question today on this hole, so, you know, we'll put this one behind us. Try to sink the birdie. See if we can make this a nice, good round. We'll sink the birdie. And, you know, this round has been very good so far. We have 4 eagles on the scorecard, which is huge. If we can pick up one more on the front, it would be otherworldly. Put us on a great pace. We'll try to make eagles whenever we can. Ooh, tough crosswind, 33 miles an hour. Oh, that's not what you want to see when you're trying to make shots. Oh, that's tough. 7 is oftentimes one of the, like, final holes where you can get, like, pretty lucky on. And, like, if you see the nice conditions, you can make it oftentimes. Not today, though. Let's just send that one out there. Oh, I hope that holds the fairway. Slow down. It's not going to. We're going to have to hit the spoon up there, which is... Yikes. Can we hit a little driver maybe even? Because we're going to have to hit a little bit of a draw on it. Don't want to overdo it, that's for sure. Just a little bit of a draw. I'm actually going to rotate my body a bit. Let's try that out. Hopefully that at least stays close. Oh, that's going to put... that's going to be right through the tree. Oh, that drew so much. For the... I thought the wind would push that so much further right away, and it just doesn't. Oh, just a difficult hole 7 today. That's going to, you know, ruin the good round. But, I mean, we can still make the eagles. We get some loud music playing outside from somewhere. What is... I feel like that's often the case in these videos, and it's only the case when I'm recording. Like, I never really hear it unless I'm on this challenge series. I'm going to take a quick look at where it's coming from.
Nice approach.
I hope it's an Amazon delivery truck again. I hope it's the same person who's always just blasting music. And it's always different, too. Like, this is... I'm not exactly... This is, like, classics. Like, 60s R&B. Alright, bogey on the scorecard. 4 eagles and a bogey because we put it in the water. Are we going to deal with just tougher winds again? 22 miles an hour. We can't see those light blue winds that we need in order to try to put together some good scores. Let's try to get lucky with this one. We'll aim it to about there. We'll hit it with that much power or so. Let's see. Tough one, but let's see. That felt like it was maybe my best chance at it. Let's see if that takes a nice first kick. It will. Can it bite hard and roll back? Not quite. So the fact that it was a little downwind meant that it's just coming in too hot for that spin to bite hard and make it all the way back over that mound like we see it sometimes do. It was on a great line, but just too much wind to allow for it to happen. We have a tougher little tap here, and we'll make it for that scary birdie putt. So the bogey on the scorecard from the last hole is going to make it so that this round cannot be a PB. Like, that's just kind of the case. We're going to have to see what kind of wind we have on 9. Oh, that's great. That's great looking wind. Fantastic. Oh, this is phenomenal. Haha. Let's do this one right.
Nice
Put it
shot.
down there. Nicely right of that tree. We'll clip the fairway first, which is huge. We'll end up gliding down there nicely. We didn't lose any distance on that. And we'll have a great look to try to put this one close for an eagle putt. We have seen 2 tailwind par 5s on the front 9, which is rare. You don't often get that. It's very lucky when you do. And, we'll absolutely take it. We'll club down to the spoon and hit it with about that much power, I want to say. Let's see if we can bounce this up there nicely.
Nice shot.
Okay, that shot's on its way, and it's looking quite good. If that hits anywhere in the front, really, yeah, that's going to be a great-looking leave. It's not going to be the easiest putt, which it never really is on this pin,
Nice.
but we have a little 8-foot side hill putt to make this eagle. I know we have to aim this a good amount out to the left. We'll tap it up there with about that much power. It's on its way, and we'll sink eagle number 5 on the front 9. We just need 5 on the back. We need a repeat performance of that front 9. We could take the bogey out of it, but a repeat performance on a 9 that is typically easier. Let's see what kind of wind we're dealing with. It's 4 miles an hour on this 10th hole. If we can make this one, this would be on the best pace in terms of eagles that we've ever been on. And I think I have some confidence as to what we have to do here. So I think we can use the 9 still, which is very nice when you can. Yeah, we can. We'll aim it to there. I think that should be good. We'll hit the 9-iron. Just about full power. Maybe slightly less. Let's try it out.
Nice.
Slightly under full power. That should take a good looking first bounce. Another bounce. And we'll lip it all the way around and sink it for eagle number 6 on hole 10. Okay. Other than the par 5s now, there are 3 par 5s on this back 9 that are typically straightforward eagles. Not always. Always on 12. Not always on 14 and 18. But if we can steal one other shot, we'll be on a great pace where we just have to make those in order to make this happen. Okay. Let's see if we can get one here. Hole 11, 4 miles an hour. We'll aim it to there. We'll put a good amount of power on this one. Right about there. Let's see. Oh, I feel like that was overdone, but I panicked and released the button, which is huge. Oh, that feels like it's not quite enough power. We'll have to see. Or is it actually perfect? Oh, roll back nicely to the right. Oh, it'll just miss. It just misses. I thought that was maybe slightly underpowered, and it was. I thought maybe if it didn't quite take a strong bite, it had a chance to kind of trickle back down to the right a little bit more, but we just missed what would have been an absolutely huge, huge hole-in-one on 11. Okay. 12 is one that you just have to make. 9 miles an hour. We'll take a little bit off the drive, actually, just to be safe.
Nice shot.
And 10 Tailwind here isn't actually my favorite because it makes it tougher to hold the green. So we may want to club down to the 3-iron so we can use some spin. And we'll still have to carefully hit this out there, but I just want to make sure I don't send this one over the back of the green unnecessarily. Or you end up leaving it short, you deal with the bunker. Just not good things can happen when you mess with the spoon. Let's mess with the 3-iron and see if we can hold this green nicely. I keep doing that little pump fake by accident. There we go, that's a good shot. That should not necessarily be a make, but it'll be within a good range to make it, you know, 15 feet or so. A nice little straightforward putt. 18, not too bad. It should just move a little to the right with that mound. Make sure we get it up there with a little over that dot and a half of power. There it is. We'll sink eagle number 7 on hole 12. We'll move on to 13, see if we can get some nice conditions to pick up one final key eagle on these non-par 5s. What kind of wind are we going to see? It's going to be strong looking. 22 miles an hour crosswind. Oh, you have got to be joking right now. The game doesn't want to make this easy. And as it shouldn't. 10 eagles is a challenge. We're going to have to hit some great shots to make it happen. Let's see if we can make this the one. We're aimed pretty far out to the right. I think we need to, though. Let's try it out. Oh, this one's scary. Okay. It's on its way. It's not going to make it, though. I didn't aim it right enough. Even though I aimed it so far out to the right, it just gets blown so far across that green. We'll miss it by about 5 feet. We'll have to tap in a birdie. Okay. Still 7 eagles on the scorecard, heading in to our second out of 3 back 9 par 5s. Let's see what kind of wind we're dealing with, if this is an easy one or a hard one today. It's going to be a hard one. Oh, man. What do we have to do here? Well, the answer is just hit it carefully. A little less than full on the drive. This should end up in a safe spot. We'll be left of all the trees. We shouldn't bounce to the bunker because we hit the rough first. And now we'll just have a long second shot into this green. It's not ideal. You don't want to see 17 miles an hour in that direction. We'll have to club up to the driver and hit it pretty hard. Aim it pretty far out to the left. Hopefully we can just put this close, put it on the green, make it not much of a problem. But it's just not necessarily the easiest of shots today. Okay, I think that's what I needed to do. That's going to take, hopefully, a good-looking first bounce, a big bounce. Oh, are we going to put that up there to inches? Wow. All right. We're going to make the putt easy. It wasn't an easy hole, but the putt's going to be easy. Just a little tap-in eagle after, you know, a hole I had to play very carefully. Didn't want to deal with the trees. Just had to hit a long second shot in there. We'll tap in eagle number 8. Right? Yeah. 8 eagles on the scorecard. 4 holes to play. They're all eagleable. 15 can be done. What kind of wind are we going to see? 20 miles an hour. Oh, you've got to be kidding me with these winds right now.
Nice shot.
We're just going to hit that one out there. It's going to be crosswind no matter what. We're just going to make it a shorter crosswind shot. Oh, can we just see some lighter winds on one of these? I mean, we saw it on 11. We just missed it. Let's use the 9-iron because I want this to bite and roll back. We'll make a guess of an aim out to about there. Now let's see if we can hit this up there with a little less than pin high power because the wind's pushing this forward a little. And see if we can get lucky here.
Nice shot.
Okay, it's on its way. It's not looking like it's on the greatest line, but we'll have to see how that rolls back. It'll roll back, oh, super nicely. And we'll sink it through the 20-mile-an-hour crosswinds. Wow. You know, we had the type of bite on 11 that was a bit stronger than I wanted. I wanted it to be weaker so it could roll back and fall. Here, I thought it would be stronger. It rolls back weakly, and it trickles in on a lucky, lucky crosswind eagle. We have 9 on the scorecard, 3 holes to play. The wind on 16 is not going to be nice. This has not really been the seed to make it happen, but we only need one more. Okay. I'm still going to try my best to make it happen on these holes. I mean, you can always hit a crosswind eagle through the trees here, but you just can't go for that nice shortcut. No chance, really, with that 24-mile-an-hour wind. Let's aim this well out to the left. If we can sink it here, this would be an absolute miracle of a way to end this 10 Eagles challenge, but it's not going to be easy. Let's hit it to about there in terms of power. Let's give it a shot. I want to aim it slightly more left, I think. Just very slightly. Let's try that.
Nice shot.
Okay, it's on its way. It's looking decent, but not like a make. It's going to be a tap-in birdie.
Nice approach.
4.4 feet. We have 2 holes to play. 2 more chances at Eagles. We'll send that one up there. There is another birdie on the scorecard. We're at 23 under at the moment. We had that extremely difficult hole 7. 33-mile-an-hour crosswind. I could have played it better if I wasn't aggressively going for the eagle, but bogeyed it. We could be at 25 under, really. I mean, it could have been a par on 7 as well. Even with that wind, it's not straightforward. Okay, we're not going to see the 0 wind that we need to make the hole-in-one on 17 here. We can still give it a chance, though. We can still hit it up there. Full driver, bounce it up, see what happens. If we launched in a hole-in-one on 17, that would be another weird way to end this one. That one's going to end up just missing on the right side. Another super close call on a tougher shot.
Nice hole.
We'll be 35 feet away for the birdie. This one's going to move a good amount to the right. This is a deceiving green. It always is. We'll have to make sure we hit this with about 3 dots of power to get it up there. That should be decent looking, and we'll sink a nice birdie 35 feet away on hole 17, and it all comes down to this now. Can we see some nice conditions on 18 to make this 10th eagle happen? What do we see? Tailwind. We see tailwind. Oh my goodness, we see tailwind. We just have to hit 2 careful shots out there. There's one on its way. That's going to end up nicely in the fairway. Now the second shot is going to be a little bit tricky because it's downwind. It's going to bounce pretty far. It's also going to move a good amount to the right. Let's put this to a puttable spot. Right around there should be good in terms of the adjustment for direction, I want to say. We'll hit it with about that much power. Let's see if we can bounce this up there and put this close. That's the shot that I wanted to hit. It's on its way. It's looking quite good. We'll end up putting that nicely on the shelf. Okay, it's on the shelf that we need it to be on. 14 feet. Is this a straightforward eagle putt? It's tough to say. We're right on the edge. We are right on the edge of that shelf. Oh, man. Okay. Let's aim this to there. Right on the edge. We'll tap it up there. It's on its way. And we'll sink it. Eagle number 10 on the scorecard. Day 23 is the day. All it took was one crosswind wild eagle on 15. And we made it happen. There's eagles 1 on 1, 2 on 2, 3 on 3, 4 on 5, 5 on 9, 6 on 10, 7 on 12, 8 on 14, 9 on 15, and 10 on 18. We're going to ignore that little bogey that happened in the middle. 26 under par is still a pretty good score despite the bogey. 10 eagles are on the scorecard. We have accomplished the challenge. I've been thinking quite a bit about it. I don't think I'm going to continue this to 11 in terms of daily videos. I want to focus more on the competitive play. That's a lot of fun. People seem to enjoy watching those videos a little bit more. But thank you so much for watching this Eagles challenge. The challenge isn't over. It's just the daily videos aspect of the challenge is over. I'm still going to be trying for 11 and 12. But man, oh man, 9 was difficult. 10 was something else. And we made it happen on day 23. Thank you so much to everybody who's been watching all these videos. I hope that you've been enjoying the technical aspect of it and also just kind of, chilling along the way. We did it. 26 under, 10 eagles. day 23. It's done.